Okay, it is 5 o'clock, so we are going to get started. I'm Coach Sarah. I know everyone here. I think everyone has their dumbbells, so we're all set there. Let's go ahead and start to get warmed up. So just finding the way to you at the end of your mat, taking those hands nice and light behind our head, elbows wide. We're taking it to good mornings. Our feet stacked underneath our hips. We've got soft bend through our knees, pushing our hips back, and then standing up at the top. Big squeeze at the top. There we go. Just waking up our hamstrings, keeping our flat back as we take it down. Eyes going all the way to the ground, then big lift up. 10 more seconds here. Standing up tall at the top. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, take a big inhale up. Exhale down. Take those hands down to the ground. You're going to walk it out. Hit your plank position. You can stay right here or drop down to those knees. We're going into push-ups. So drop it down, lift it up. You can be on those toes or on those knees. Your level of awesome. You can start on your knees, take it up to your toes as you start to get warm. Not here for too much longer. Woo! Exhaling at the top. 4 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Drop down onto all fours. From here, taking it to bird dog. So opposite hand, opposite leg. There we go. Big squeeze on each glute as you send your leg long behind you. Beautiful. Keeping hips, chest down towards the ground, not allowing your hip to open up as you send your leg back behind you. Eyes are out in front of your fingers. Neck is neutral. There we go. Waking up our core. Let's go for 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. From here, find your plank position. You can be on knees, on toes. We're holding here for 20 seconds. Straight arm, forearm. I'll leave that up to you. Dealer's choice right there. Hang in it, hold, pull that belly up away from the ground. Belly button to spine. 10 more seconds. Hold it, don't let go. You got this. Looking fierce, ladies. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift it back to down dog and then to plank. Rotating through those two at your own pace. Push your hips up and then pull it down to plank. Like there's a string attached to your hips, pulling them up. Your lower abdominals doing the work to pull your hips up into down dog. Staying steady as you hit that plank. Woo. 2 more here. There we go. Hold your plank, then step those feet into your hands, roll all the way up. Stand up nice and tall from here. Arm circles, palms can be down to the ground. Circling it forward, waking up our shoulders. And circle back. Whew. We're standing, we're upright, we're off the ground. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, take it to high knees so we can be in balance right here, or we can start to run it out, driving those knees up. Nice. Driving it up, heart rate starting to go up. Blood is starting to pump. Adding those arms in if you're in balance. Nice. Everybody's looking good. Keep going right there. 10 more seconds. Pick up that pace if you can. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to Bun Kickers. So we can step, we can run. Up to you. Flick those heels. Kick that booty. Keep those eyes forward. Yeah. Keep going. Little flick. You can step right here as well. Adding some bounce to it. Always working at your level. Competing with yourself. You got it. 10 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those feet about hip width apart. Find our squat so we can get down. Big lift. Big squeeze at the top. pushing our glutes down towards the floor, then rising them back up. Chest stays open. Everybody's looking forward, looking good. Beautiful form, ladies. Woo. Almost there. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift all the way up. We're gonna take it outside for a lovely small lap. It is under 100 degrees. You guys got this. Small lap if you're at home. Get some steps in, maybe jog around your mat. Nice job. So Laura at home, maybe jog around your mat. The ladies here are going for a lap. So jog around your mat. When they come in, we're gonna get started with this AMRAP. So go ahead, jog it out. Nice. They're about halfway there. So you got some time here. You can do some hacky sacks. You can do some monster kicks. Just keep it moving. Woo! There we go. Keep going. They're almost back. Nice, Emily. Bring it all the way in, Laura. They're making their way back. There we go. Yeah, once you're back in, go ahead and hold a squat until we're all back in. Yeah, ladies, keep it going. Nice pace. Once you're back in, go ahead and find your squat hold. So find your squat hold once you're back inside. And let's hold it all together for about 20 seconds. Sink that booty down. Hands can be at heart or up overhead. Not sure what this song is. We shall see. Let's hold here for 10 more seconds. Sink that booty down a little lower. There it is. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Stand all the way up. Okay, so first round, we've got a lovely AMRAP right here. So negative reps for each of these. So negative bicep curls. So always, you'll keep your pace that you do on the way up in our bicep curls. On the way down, you're doing a slower count. So you're going for 3, 2, 1, 2 count on the way up. So slow, slow, slow there. Tricep paddlers, those weights are behind you here. Palm is facing out. From here, you're pushing them behind you. And then on the way in, 4, 3, 2, 1. So nice slow count there as well. And then negative overhead press, same thing. Normal pace on the way up. And then slow, slow, slow on the way down. Keeping that muscle in tension for a little bit longer than you normally would. Are we ready? Yes, okay. Let's get ready to rock it, starting with those bicep curls. You've got 10, 10, 10. All 10, 3, 2, 1, and go. If you get down to the bottom, you're right back up to the top. Hi, Jessica. So you'll need a set of dumbbells. You can grab 1 medium for tricep paddlers and then overhead presses, and then 1 heavier for bicep curls. There you go. Nice job. So slow, slow, slow on the way down, and then normal pace on the way up. In those bicep curls, belly staying in nice and tight, pulling belly button to spine, just like you would in a plank. Soft bend through those knees. Biceps doing the work. Core stays silent there. After those bicep curls, you're into your tricep paddlers. Maybe dropping down the weight. Weights go behind you. You push behind and then slow count on the way in. So big lift and then pull it back in nice and slow. There we go. So tricep paddlers, just that you'll push behind and then 4, 3, 2, 1 on the way in. So super slow on the way in from that movement. Nice. Rocking 10 of those. Then into your overhead press. Big lift and lower. Super, super slow. Those muscles are going to shake. That's what you want. Overhead press. Big lift and then lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Big press back up. Slow, slow, slow. There it is. Force yourself to slow it down. There we go. You're halfway there, halfway through this AMRAP. So most of you are down at that bottom part. Try to get through this one more time. Press those weights all the way up towards the ceiling. Awesome job. Everybody's looking good. Love the pace on the way down. Those muscles working hard to keep that slow pace. So normal pace on the way up. And then you're back to the top with those bicep curls, same thing. You have about 90 seconds here. You're almost there. Counting into your head as you take those weights down. Laser focus, keep going. 10 of each. So if you can, maybe grab that heavier weight for the tricep paddlers for the overhead press, because you've got that low rep count. Rocking 10 of each. You've got one more minute here. 60 seconds. Way to slow yourselves down. Beautiful form, 5 o'clock. You have about 30 seconds to go. Nice work, Laura. Keep it going. Triceps are small but mighty. Final 10 seconds. Keep going, pushing through those reps. One rep, one breath at a time. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. We can set those weights down. We're moving and grooving on. This round, we have a little bit more cardio. So here, we're gonna be alternating or going through a list, 15 seconds on of a cardio exercise, 30 seconds of more of a strength move. I'll cue you as we go so we can just transition really fast. So first one, you have a choice. You can do a broad jump. So broad jump, do this with me. You can step, step, squat, or you're here adding that hop, landing nice and light on our feet, sending that booty down. You're gonna be there for about 20 seconds. Or if you would like, you can pick a box. You can step up onto the box squat, or you're jumping onto that box, landing nice and light, big squeeze at the top of those glutes. If you want, if you're not a jumper on the broad jumps or the box jumps, add a weight and you can do step ups as well. Are we ready? 20 seconds, broad jumps or box jumps. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1, and go. Everybody's ready. There we go. So broad jumps, you can step, step, squat, or you're adding that hop in here. Lovely box jumps, nice and light on those feet. Nice, Mitzi. Cores in tight on the box jumps to keep it light. You've got about 10 more seconds here. Then we're moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next one, surrender squat. So you're squatting down, coming down to those knees, and then back up to that squat. 30 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and go. So squat down, knees come down, and then lift up. Nice job, big squeeze at the top. If it doesn't feel good to come down to those knees, you can add a weight at your chest and do more of a goblet squat and not take it down to those knees. Nice. Woo. We're 10 seconds in, a third of the way there. Nice, slow, controlled movement. So you're squatting down, then dropping down to those knees, maybe alternating the knee that goes down, alternating the knee that comes forward. Less than 10 seconds, then we're back into broad jumps or our box jumps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're into your box jumps or your broad jumps. Go ahead and get started. Once you're ready, Maybe you did one the last time. You can do something else this time. Maybe switch from broad to box, getting some air in each of those exercises. Looking good. Way to add that weight, Emily. Beautiful, Sylvia. Way to get both those feet on that box. Clearing it there. Woo. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, going into reverse lunges, you can add a weight at your chest for a little bit more. You're right here and go. So if you want more, add a weight at your chest. You step back with one foot, drop that knee down, and then the other, keeping your front knee stacked over your front ankle. There we go. Keeping eyes forward, chest up, just like we would in our squat. Way to hang in it. You've got 10 more seconds. Keep lunging it out. Checking your form with your front knee so it's over your ankles, stacking those joints in your leg. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're taking it to high knees. Go ahead and go. So you can step it out. You can add that speed, just like Mitzi right there. If you're stepping it out, maybe add a weight to your chest if you want a little bit more. There it is. Hanging it, not here for too much longer. Then we're gonna take it down to that ground. In 4, 3, 2, 1. We're down to the ground. 30 seconds. We're in plank up downs. So we're taking it down to our forearm plank, then lifting back up to our straight arm plank. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Take it down, lift it up. You can take those feet a little bit wider than you normally would in your plank to keep those hips from swiveling side to side. So you really want to take the hip swivel out of it. So you can even take them wider than mat width here. Taking it down, then back up. Slow, controlled movement. Doesn't have to be speedy. Focus on the control, the intention through this. You've got it. 10 more seconds, then we're back to our high knees. Woo! 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your way up to standing. Go into those high knees. Drive your knees up. Add some speed if you can. Last time here with these. Drive it up to your chest. There we go. Love the weights in the hands. Woo! You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down to the ground. We're in that plank once again. You can be on your knees, on your toes. You're tapping toe to heel. Opposite toes to opposite heel and go. 30 seconds. So you're in your plank. You tap and tap. If you're on your knees, same thing. You can elevate this on a box, on a wall. Hips are in line with shoulders. So booty not pressed up towards that ceiling. 10 more seconds here. Then we're gonna take it to some skaters. In 4, 3, 2, 1. We're up to our feet. Going into skaters, so balance. Curtsy lunge, or you're adding that hop right here, skating it out. Imagine you're on a nice, cold, chilly ice rink. You're not in 90-degree weather. Woo! Skate it out. Nice, Mitzi, way to keep that back foot lifted. There we go, Jessica. Woo! So, Jen, keep rocking it. Skate it out. Find your rhythm. You've got 5 more seconds. Then we're back to that ground. In 4, 3, 2, 1. We're down to that ground. We're in crunches or sit-ups. So crunches, hands behind our head. Sit-ups coming all the way up to those pits. 20 seconds and go. So crunch, fingers behind the head. In those sit-ups, you can cross your arms. Drive your pits to your knees. Whew. We're already halfway there. In less than 10 seconds, we're gonna take it back up to our feet for our skaters. Woo. Exhale on the way up. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Find your way up to your feet. Once you're there, skate it out. Last time, just skate it out. Add those arms in. Here we go. We're gonna switch that. Halfway. Dropping that back knee behind your front heel. Add that hop, that lovely little skippity skip right here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the ground. Grab a weight if you can, taking it to Russian twist. 20 seconds right here. Rotate side to side. Feet can be on the ground or lifted. We can have one foot lifted. Maybe we alternate here. Woo. Eyes follow the weight as you rotate. We're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that weight down. Make your way back up to our feet. From here, taking it to log jump. So maybe you find a line on the floor. Maybe fold your mat in half. You're jumping side to side or step, step, squat. Step, step, squat. And go. 20 seconds there. So that lateral movement. Maybe it's had more of a mental challenge or used to moving front to back. So challenging ourselves with this lateral movement side to side. Yeah, ladies. 5 seconds, pick up the pace. Right here, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your push-up position, 30 seconds. Push-ups, we got it. And go. Hardest level. Elbows pushing out at about 45 degrees. Woo. Ears in line with shoulders. Neck staying in line with your spine. Not dipping that head down. Less than 10 seconds left. Then we're back to our log jumps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to our log jumps. Jump side to side. Last time there, 20 seconds. And go. Woo. Side to side. Jumping over that imaginary log. Try to pick up those feet, get some air underneath your feet. 10 seconds left. Beautiful way to add those arms in. Sylvia, Mitzi looking 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking it back down. This time going into a tricep push-up. So tricep push-up. Arms scraping your sides, hands directly underneath those shoulders. Right here. And go. So really scrape your sides with your tricep push-up. Working more of the back of the arm. Woo. You're a third of the way there. Nice. Keeping your gaze out. Neutral. Eyes are on that ground, but chin off that chest. You've got 10 more seconds here. Keep pushing. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Grab some water if you need it. We're gonna move into, thank you for turning that fan on. It is hot in here. Okay, we're gonna move into, we're gonna hold a movement for about 20 seconds. Then we're gonna hold for 20 seconds. Then we're gonna add some movement for about 15 seconds. I'll cue you as we go. So first one, we're holding a side plank on our right side for 20 seconds. And then we'll add some movement with some hip dips here. Option to have your bottom leg down. So go ahead and make your way down to your right side. 20-second hold, then we'll add movement. Let's get it in 3, 2, 1, and go. So right side, hold it there. Beautiful. Side plank, shoulders still stacked. Hips are stacked. Hold, hold, hold. You're on your right side. We will even out and get to your left side in 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to dip down and lift. You're right into it. Add that movement. So like there's a string from the top of your hips, pulling them up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Let's make our way up to our feet. From here, take those feet out nice and wide. Find your plie squat. Sink your booty down. If you want, grab your weight, have it at your chest. We're holding in this squat. 20 seconds and go. Nice. So knees out nice and wide. Booty pushing down to the ground. We're holding. In about 10 seconds, we'll add a pulse. Pushing our glutes down towards the floor. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Little pulse. So just a baby pulse. Holding the tension through our quads. Not allowing them to release. You've got it. Breathe. Exhale every time you come up from that little pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands down to that ground. Find your plank. You can be straight arm, forearm. We're holding here for 20 seconds. Then we're going to add some movement. Make it your hardest level of plank. Maybe you lift a foot off that ground. Maybe you do leg lifts. But you add some challenge. In 10 seconds, we're going to rock forward and back in 4, 3, 2, 1. Push yourself forward and back. Nice. So crown of our head pushing up and then pushing the energy through our heels. Forward and back. Less than 10 seconds. Then we're going to flip over to our booty, get into a boat hold. Woo. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those knees down. Take those legs out in front. Sit onto your glutes. Find your boat. So feet can be lifted. They can be long. We're holding here for 20 seconds. Then we're going to paddle it out. Go ahead and get into your boat. Arms can be long. Woo. Arms can be at chest. Oh boy, 10 more seconds here. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Chest is open. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Paddle it out. So you can press those hands down towards the ground. Belly in nice and tight. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Flip on over to your stomach. We're taking it to an Archip Hold right here. So Archip Hold. Gaze stays down at the ground. Arms come to our side. 90 degrees and we lift and hold. There we go. Hold it there. Eyes neutral. Neck long. If it's too much to hold your legs up, you can drop them down and just hold your arms up. But we're squeezing our glutes if our legs are lifted. Lower back engaged. Woo. We're going to pulse this out in 3, 2, 1. Little pulse. So just adding a little lift. So instead of being that static hold, we lift and lower. Woo. Exhale as you release. There we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it out. Find your way to that left side. So going into our left side plank, we're going to hold there for 20 and then dip it out for 10. Equaling our sides out. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Take your arm up overhead. Here we go. Feet can be staggered or stacked. But hips pushing up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are also stacked. 3, 2, 1. We dip. We dip, we dip, we dip. Down and up. Woo! Awesome, ladies. Way to go. 5 seconds. Then we're going to end with some core. 3, 2, 1. Flip on over to your booty, going right into some core work. We're gonna set our feet down on that ground. Arms are gonna go up long overhead. We lift and lower. So shoulder blades come off that ground. Pushing our fingertips up towards the ceiling. Lift and down, peeling our shoulder blades up and lowering them down. Every time we lift, we feel the shake in our abdominals. Up and down, 10 more seconds. Woo. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you take it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those hands down to the ground. Extend those legs nice and long. Lower back pressed into the ground. We're gonna drop right leg and left. So alternating leg drops. Control the movement. If your back is starting to peel up from that ground on the drop, that's where you stop your leg and you lift it back up. Woo. 10 more seconds here. Nice. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those feet down. Lift your shoulder blades up and reach for your ankles. So ankle reaches here. Send your feet out wide so you get a bigger reach through your obliques. 10 more seconds here. Reach and reach. Eyes up at the ceiling. Woo. Few more. 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, set those arms back down. Take your legs long. We're gonna end with scissor kicks. So crossing one leg over the other. Drop it down closer to that ground for a little more. Lift your shoulder blades up off the ground for a little bit more. There it is. Over, over. 10 seconds. Then we get to flow it out. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Set those feet down. Lay that head down. Take your arms up overhead. Reaching your fingertips. Reaching your toes. Just taking a moment to let that core, allow that core to lengthen back out. Stay right there for about 10 more seconds. We made it through the fit portion. You guys rocked it. So when you're ready, start to roll up to a seated position. Once you're there, you can get into whatever footwear you'd like to for the flow portion. So maybe taking those tennies off, getting into your socks, maybe you get into your bare feet. Once you're into your footwear, go ahead, lay on your left or right side with your knees tucked up to your chest. So once you're ready, you can lay down on whatever side you would like. Knees are stacked, legs are stacked. So I know that we're ready to go. Whew. Beautiful work through the fit portion. A little bit of weights, a little bit of cardio, quite a bit of core. I'm gonna dim the lights down. So laying on right or left side in a fetal position, stacking our knees, resting our head down on our bicep. Laura, I'll be right back via live stream. I'm just dimming the lights down, resting those eyes, allowing those eyelids to close. Starting to let the tension go. Start to feel your breathing slow. Your heart rate start to come down. We're just gonna stay down on the ground for about 20 more seconds. We can be on our back, we can be on our side. Just focusing on breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Maybe we extend our bottom arm. And right here for a few more inhales, 3 more exhales. There we go. And then from here, whatever side you're on, go ahead, take your bottom arm, reach it out to the side. So taking it out in front of you, palm up towards the ceiling, keeping your legs stacked. I'm gonna scoot forward. That top arm, you're gonna stack it on the arm that is out. From here, top arm, we're gonna lift and pull it over and then bring it back. So lifting it up, opening up through our top shoulder, little through our pectoral muscle, just opening and closing like we're trying to pull that top hand down towards the ground behind us. Maybe it can make it, maybe it can't, but you're still getting that stretch through your shoulder, keeping your bottom hip down on that ground, those hips remaining stacked, opening and closing on this side. A few more. And go ahead, stack those hands, and then lengthen both legs out on this side. Take your top hand to your top foot, rest your ear down on your bicep on the ground, finding a quad stretch, pulling your foot, your heel up towards your glutes, taking the balance out of this as we normally do this standing, pushing your tailbone forward to get a deeper stretch through your quad. So tucking your tailbone under, staying right here for 10 more seconds. And then we'll roll on over to the other side. Slowly release your foot from your hand. Find your way onto your opposite side. So rolling over to your left, maybe your right side if you're on your left, but stacking your legs here, taking your bottom arm out long in front of you, other arm stacks on top, and then you open and close your top arm. Bottom arm, the palm is up towards the ceiling. We're into our opposite shoulder. Exhaling as you take your arm up and over. There we go. Opening through the chest. Going at our own pace, whatever feels comfortable to us. Doing a few more here. Maybe that open gets a bit bigger. That hand gets closer to the ground. And go ahead, take both arms out long, stack those hands, lengthen your legs out. Take your top hand to your top foot. Find a quad stretch on this side. Rest your bottom ear on your bicep. Into the quad stretch on the opposite side. Push your hips forward. We're going to stay in this for 10 more seconds. And then we're going to roll onto our back in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release your foot out. And then find your way onto your back, rolling over. From here, we're going to take our feet, find a cobbler pose. So pressing our feet together from toes to the balls of our feet to our heels, trying to draw our knees down towards the ground, getting a stretch, a lengthen through our hip flexors. Your arms, you can bring them up overhead. You can have them out to the side with palms up. You can have them down by your side with palms down. Whatever feels best for you as far as arms go. but those feet are actively pressing into each other, feeling a bit of resistance there. Trying to pull your knees down towards the earth, letting that belly sink down towards the ground. Just stay right here in Cobbler for a tad bit longer. Maybe closing those eyes. Let's take a big breath in. Huge exhale out. One more time here, big inhale. And press it out. Draw those knees in towards each other. Wrap those arms around your legs, pulling yourself into a nice little ball. From here, with our feet, just go ahead, point your toes down to the ground and then bring them in toward your shins. So pointing and flexing our toes, getting a little bit of a stretch, a lengthen through our shin. There we go. Point and flex. Few more here. And then when you're ready, roll yourself up. Find your way onto all fours. So swinging those legs behind you, coming to a tabletop. So stacking our shoulders over our joints on all fours, going into cat-cow. So from here, we're gonna drop our belly down, take our eyes forward, send our tail long, and then tuck it under, draw our chin to our chest. Staying right there, going at your own pace. Leading with your tailbone. So tuck it under, really pull it under, taking your eyes to your belly button, and then taking your eyes forward. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, pull yourself back to your neutral spine. Step your right leg, right foot behind you, pressing those toes into the ground, and then shift your hips back. So you should feel this in your calf on your right side, pushing your shoulders back so arms aren't stacked. Those joints aren't stacked in those arms anymore. Our shoulders are shift back. We're pushing our hips back. Those toes pressed into the mat. And then go ahead, bring your right knee in, sit it down on the ground. Opposite foot goes behind, and then push through your heel. Bye, Sylvia. Shifting your shoulders back. And then go ahead, release, bring it back to tabletop. Tuck those toes, send your hips up, finding downward dog. Trying to press both our heels into the mat or close to that earth. Taking our head between our shoulders, our eyes going between those calves. Really pushing our hips back, trying to draw our chest towards our quads. Staying right here for 10 more seconds. Big breath in, exhale out. Take a look up towards your hands. Bring those feet in towards your hands, finding forward fold. So fingertips nice and light on the ground here. You can have a bend through your knees. Fingertips can stay on the ground, or you can wrap your arms behind your legs, giving yourself a nice little hug, really pulling your chest into your quads. Big hug. And then slowly release those arms. Take those fingertips down to the ground. From here, we're gonna lengthen our legs out, unlock those knees, and then soft bend. So big length, getting the stretch through our hamstrings, and then bend it back down, and then big lift. So pushing our booty down to the ground and then lifting back up. We should feel that through the back of our legs. A few more at your own pace. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, take your hands, pull them up to your quads. Step those feet out about hip width apart, finding your halfway lift. So hands at quad, flat back, eyes down towards the ground, pulling your shoulder blades down towards your glutes, elbows, arms in tight to our sides. Taking a nice big inhale, exhale out. One more time, big inhale in, and exhale out. Slowly release it down. And then big inhale all the way up, reaching those hands up to the top. Nice. Walk those feet out. Find a nice wide straddle. So toes pointing forward. Drop it down. Swan dive all the way down. Reaching those hands to the ground, or maybe just hovering above the ground. Drawing your head down. Walk your hands over to your left ankle. Pulling both hands to your left leg. Getting the stretch, the lengthening through the inner part of our left thigh. And then slowly walk your hands back to center and take them over to the opposite side. Getting the length through our right inner thigh. Bring our hands back to center. Let's take our right hand down to the ground, pressing our full hand down into the mat. Lift your left arm up, twisting, eyes following that hand up towards the ceiling, pushing your right side towards that ground, getting a nice spinal twist. 10 more seconds here, then we'll switch our hands out. Slowly bring your left hand down, set it down on the ground. Opposite arm lifts. So right arm goes up, the left hand stays planted into the mat. We can softly bend our knees or keep our legs long. Eyes again following the arm up towards the ceiling. And then slowly bring your right hand down to meet that left. So here, same thing that we did in that forward fold. We're gonna bend our knees and then unlock those legs. So push our glutes down towards the ground, then lift up. Hands can stay down on the ground or just hover. There we go. So soft bend and lift. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, lift all the way up. Pull those feet in, and then go ahead, set yourself down, set your booty on the ground, rolling all the way down onto our back. Those feet can stay on the mat, about hip width apart or so. We're gonna cross our right leg over our left, arms be long, and then we're just gonna sway over to the left side, and then bring it back to center. So pushing those legs down towards the ground on the left and back to center. So just getting a little twist through our spine, maybe a little bit of a glute stretch. So drop it down over to the left, pull it back to center. Let's do 4 more here. Trying to keep our shoulder blades down on the ground, but twisting our legs over. Let's do 1 more here. And bring it back to center. Set both those feet down. Let's drop both those knees over to the left and then over to the right. So windshield wipering, legs left and right. Arms are still long to our sides. And bring our knees right back to center. This time crossing our left leg over our right. So just like we would cross our legs if we were sitting down, and then dropping our legs over to the right side and back to center. So getting a nice little twist. Maybe we feel it a bit in our outer glute, in that left glute as we drop it down and lift it up. Let's do 2 more. And last one, drop it down and lift it up. Take both those feet back down to the ground. Let's find a figure 4. So crossing our right ankle over our left knee. We can take those arms underneath our bottom leg. We can keep the bend in our bottom leg, or we can lengthen our bottom leg out, pushing our foot up towards the ceiling, flexing those toes towards our shin. That should add a bit of a calf stretch through your bottom leg if you're pulling those toes down towards your shin. Or you can keep your bottom leg bent if it doesn't feel good to have a long leg. 10 more seconds here, then we'll release. And slowly start to drop those feet, drop those legs, unwind. And then cross your left ankle over your right knee, finding figure 4 on the other side. Hands go underneath your bottom leg. Again, bottom leg can stay bent, or you can lengthen your leg out and pull your toes down towards the ground. Get a little bit deeper pull with those arms, pulling those legs a bit closer to your chest. And slowly drop our legs down to the ground. From here, take your arms long to your side. Drop your legs over to the left side, stacking those legs, and then top leg, send it long. So it's on the diagonal. There we go. So you're pulling it up and over that bottom leg. The hand on that side can stay down on the ground, or you can pull it behind your top leg, giving a gentle pull, which should get more into the glute there. Nice. Also getting a nice little spinal twist. Just allowing yourself to stay steady in this stretch. Maybe getting a little bit uncomfortable through that glute, through the back of our leg. We're going to hold here for 10 more seconds, and then we'll switch to the other side. Slowly start to release your hands. Pull that top leg back, followed by your bottom leg. Just switching sides. You're going to drop both knees over to the right. Top leg goes long. You can take your hand behind your top leg, gently pull it down towards the ground. That adds a little bit more of a twist. Also gets deeper into your glutes. Eyes can be up at the ceiling, or you can gaze over your opposite shoulder. Getting a twist through the neck as well if you're gazing over the opposite shoulder. And slowly release your hands. Both feet back to center. Set those feet on the ground. Take your hands to the bottom of those feet. Lift those feet up off the mat. Find happy baby. Whew. So pushing your knees down towards the ground. Palms into the bottom of our feet. Really pressing your hands down, knees moving down towards the ground. Maybe you roll side to side, add a little sway, and then slowly drop those heels down towards your glutes. Take your legs out in front, nice and long, pointing your toes. Lift your hands up overhead, finding the length through your spine. Belly stretching out nice and long. Taking a big breath in and exhale out. Go ahead, pull your hands down to the ground, down to your sides. Flipping your palms up, finding your Savasana. So palms are up towards the ceiling. Let those feet fall open. If you're comfortable, you can allow your eyes to close, rest those eyelids. Start to let the tension go through your forehead, through your cheeks, through your jaw, through your shoulders, chest, abdominals, through your quads, your calves. Maybe wiggling those toes. But the next few moments are all yours, just taking this time to just be pushing those thoughts out as they come in. Go ahead, take one hand to your belly, one hand to your chest. Take a big breath in and press it out. One more time, big inhale and exhale. Lift those hands, take them up and over your head one more time. And then roll yourself all the way up, reaching those fingertips towards your toes, finding your way to a seated position. Crossing your legs at the top. From here, let's take a big inhale up. Exhale down. Take those hands down to each knee. Roll your head around one direction and then the opposite. Maybe take that head side to side. Maybe you take your chin to your chest, your eyes up to the ceiling. And then meet me back at center. Let's take one more big breath in. Exhale out. One more for good measure, big inhale. Bring those hands, bring them down to your heart. Beautiful work, ladies. You guys did fantastic. Thanks for joining me on this lovely Thursday. How we feeling? Good. Okie dokie. So I know we have some ladies staying for bar. So if anyone else wants to, oh, we have 3. Nice. Oh, dang. So that's okay. I think we have plenty of room, so you should be good. If you, Mitzi, Dana, if you guys want to stay, you're welcome to. It's a party. Oh, the gold. I always forget that. I'm always just like, stay. You're like, I can't. Yeah. So bar, you will just need